Hello, can you guys hear me? How's everybody doing today? We have a great show tonight. You guys, actually, I shouldn't say tonight, it's the afternoon. We wanted this band on so badly that we made accommodations to actually have the show earlier because they're so freaking awesome. And you can hear me. There's an echo. Why is there an echo? I don't know why there's an echo. How bad is it? Can you guys hear the echo? No? Not on stream? Okay, no echo. I'm like, don't scare me like that. Are you guys messing with me in chat, V? All right, I'm good now. Perfect. All right. Okay, so you guys, we have got Breaking in a Sequence today. We've been excited about the show. We've been looking forward to it for a long time. We're going to go ahead and bring the boys on. And if you guys have any questions, like V had told you, make sure you highlight your questions. She'll take care of them. Put them in our communication zone here on Discord, and then we will get to them as soon as possible. If we miss your question, it's not annoying. Let me know that I missed your question so I can ask the boys these questions, all right? Make sure they're appropriate. Y'all keep it PG as much as you can for music. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring them in, you guys. And they won't be able to hear you. Just wait for me to let you know, and then let's go ahead and do this right now. Give me a minute because I've got some new text switching to do, which is really awesome and last minute. It's awesome. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's see. Where are you guys? Okay, there you guys are. Hold on a second. Let me make sure you're unmuted. Okay. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
All right. Vera V, can we hear them? How are we doing? You guys say something. Hello.
Hello. Check.
Check.
Yeah, I believe everything's okay. It looks like it. Guest mic is on. We can hear them. We're all good. All right, you guys, do me a favor and just kind of wave hello when I say your name. I want you guys to know who these guys are. So we've got on vocals, we've got Rich Wynn. There we go. And then on drums, we've got David Silvera. Okay, and on bass, we've got Chris, I'm going to say this wrong, Durame.
Yep.
Yeah, did I do all right? Okay, cool. And then guitar, backing vocals, Joe Tayback. Did I say that right?
You did it.
All right, cool. And then on guitar, Mike Martin. Thank you so much for having an easy name for me to figure out. All right, you guys.
It's Martin.
So we're so excited. Martin, Mike Martin. I can do that. All right, you guys, do me a favor and tell us a little bit about how the band got started, how long you guys have been together, and just how did you guys create Breaking in a Sequence?
So we've been together for what, 2.5 years, but 2020 doesn't count. So
1.5.
2020 doesn't count. Why is it? That's hilarious. Okay, and how did you guys meet? How did this all come to happen?
Mike was on Tinder. Farmers only. And Richard had an ad up. And Mike contacted him, and the rest is let us all hear.
Yeah. So
seriously.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for Mike does have a Tinder, but Chris, David, and I were together in a previous project and decided that we wanted to do other things. So we branched off, and we did put out a little press release to try to find a vocalist. And at the time, Mike was guitar teching with me at the previous project, and we put out a vocal search, and we ended up getting a whole bunch of submissions from all over the world. And Rich ended up living like 2.5 hours away from us, and we had him come down, and he would just seem like the right fit for us.
Yeah, Rich has a kind of a Chris Cornell vibe. I dig it. I totally dig
Chris
it.
Cornell. I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Well, from what I heard in Soundcheck, I thought it was. I'm a Chris Cornell fan. So anyways, so you guys, I would like you guys to do your first song for me. By the way, chat, we're going to be switching back and forth, so be a little patient with me. And then your guys' first song that you're going to perform today, which is an acoustic version of Unsavory. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a reason why you guys wrote this song? Who wrote it? Lyrics? Like, why title a song Unsavory? What's it all about?
Well, Unsavory, we wrote during the very first month of lockdown in 2020, the year that didn't count. We kind of did this thing called the Lockdown Challenge that Sammy Hagar, I don't know how to say that, was doing with his band, where it was basically write and record a song with your band, film it, and then release it. No studio, no producer. So yeah, we did that. We did it all remotely, and we just put a song together. And Unsavory is it's just about putting all your efforts into something, and it doesn't quite work out the way that you planned it. Kind of like the
Sounds like a song a
pandemic
lot of people can
screwed all that
relate
up.
to. Sounds like a song people can relate to. All right,
Yeah.
well, you guys, we're gonna try this switcheroo. Why don't you guys do me a favor and perform the first song Unsavory, and we'll see how this changeroo happens.
All right.
You guys go ahead, take your time, and I'll go ahead and let you know when that screen is on. And we'll be back with the other band members as well, you guys. We're just going to go ahead and try to figure this out and see if I can do this. I think I can. Let's see. All right. Ooh, I think I got it. Did I get it? All right. You guys like seeing all this tech? Yay! Woohoo! All right. Now you're unmuted, correct? And the other one is muted, right, guys?
I'm muted over here.
I heard myself, so I'm guessing no.
I'm muted over here, right? Can you hear me?
No. All right. Do me a favor, Vera V and Alien. Let me know if you can hear this screen. Can you hear them?
She can hear herself.
I can hear
I know
myself. I
why,
can hear a
because she's
delay.
coming through these mics. Yeah,
Can you turn the volume down on that?
yeah, just turn it down.
Okay, so we can hear you guys, so
better?
we're ready when you are. Yep, I don't hear myself anymore. Woohoo!
Hear it just a
All
little.
right. It's all you guys now.
Sorry, we couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
How the lyrics go?
Maybe we should have practiced.
I know. We didn't practice, so this is it. This is raw. Forget the lyrics.
Do you see yourself as highly dignified, seemingly stuck in your daydream? Patronize and speak your peace of mind. There's so much you need to redeem. Temptation stirring up inside. Faint whispers poison in your mind. Heed of the naysayers, warning that you have no appeal. Tried to make it right. There's no reason for your sacrifice. It's become unsavory. Not what it was meant to be. Spotlight, a blistered view. Accusations don't quite tell the truth. Not inclined to embrace you. Expectations meant to be a noose. Temptation stirring up inside. Faint whispers poison in your mind. Heed of the naysayers, warning that you have no appeal. Tried to make it right. There's no reason for your sacrifice. It's become unsavory. not what it was meant to be. Face it, all on the line to get a taste of what it feels like. Chase it, take back the right you can't reclaim, the high you wasted. Places all on the line to get a taste of what it feels like. Chase it, take back the right you can't reclaim, the high you wasted. Now you're feeling beaten, really tried to be the protagonist. Now everyone is seeing not at all how you had imagined it. And now you're feeling beaten, tried to be the protagonist. Now everyone is seeing not at all how you had imagined it. It's become unsavory, not what it was meant to be. Tried to make it right, tried to make it right, tried to make it right, tried to make it right.
All right, you guys, that was really good. That sounds really good. I can see why you guys pick Rich, and you're good. Oh, the chat's giving you guys some claps. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Go ahead and switch over, and I'll figure this out again. Woo-hoo. How you guys doing today, chat? While we're switching over on fun tech stuff. Actually, I kind of like the dual thing, but that's all right. We'll figure it out.
Cool.
All right. Okay, good. You guys went ahead and did that. Let's see. All right.
Hey, welcome back, guys.
Perfect. I think I might be getting the hang of this. I like it. All right, guys. So I have a few questions for you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? Everybody hear me okay? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the questions we ask everybody on here, because the whole purpose as to why I started the Sound Phoenix was because of the lack of live performances that unfortunately happened with the whole COVID virus thing. How do you think it affected you guys? Like not being able to perform live affected a lot of bands. How did it affect you guys, other than you guys had made mention, hey, let's forget about 2020? But actually in 2020, you guys were creative and wrote some music. So how did it affect you guys?
Well, we had big plans for 2020 because we had recorded a whole slew of songs and we were hoping to get those released. So we ended up at the very beginning of 2020 doing an industry showcase, right, at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And literally we played the last show at the Whiskey A Go-Go before it shut down.
Wow,
And
Whiskey A Go-Go is kind of an
show.
epic, you've got to do Whiskey A Go-Go if you're going to make it.
Right. So yeah, we played the last show there and we had high hopes for the future after that. And then everything just shut down. So it literally stopped us in our tracks. So we basically had to go back to the drawing board and figure out what we were going to do this year. Cause I was going to quit at the end of the year.
Oh boy.
2020.
I'm glad you didn't, Richard. Glad you didn't.
Yeah, we are too.
Wow, guys. So, the other question I have for you guys is, as a band, as a whole band, do you guys get along creatively, or are there creative differences? Like, is it a thing, or do you guys think that the chemistry is really good between the band when it comes to writing and music and all that good stuff?
We really do just enjoy playing music with each other. That's kind of what started the whole thing. We kind of have a pretty good brotherhood and good friendship outside of just playing music. So we just get in here and we kind of have a good time with everything. With Rich living so far away, we kind of got a somewhat of a formula down that kind of works for us, where we all get in here together musically and write something, and then we'll send something to Rich because he's 2.5 hours away, and he'll kind of arrange it the way he wants to, and then send it back to us. We'll learn it the way he likes it, and then we'll fine tune it together here in the studio.
Bounce it back and forth.
And bounce things back and forth. And it seems to have worked. It shut us down for a little bit when everybody was on lockdown. We couldn't get in this room together. But, as we've progressed with the stuff where originally it was just Chris, Dave, and I that was writing most of the things, and then coming into phase 2 of the stuff that we were recording right before lockdown, Mike had a little more input in on what was going on. And then the stuff that we're writing right now, with all of us together as one unit and as a whole, has just been really ridiculous. So, I mean, we're looking forward to getting all that stuff out as soon as possible.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you guys are still writing. That's kind of cool to hear. And then I liked how you said that, the brotherhood, because you guys know, you guys have been in other bands, and sometimes things just don't work out. But the fact that you said brotherhood was actually really nice. That was actually really good. I like how you put that. Okay, so you guys have plans. Clearly, you had big plans in 2020, so you guys have big plans for 2021. Are you starting to see whether it's communication with venues or your people? Is there talk about live music happening soon? I mean, do you guys have any insight on that?
Our managers are always keeping their ears open for potentially live shows. I mean, we're just really hoping for a complete tour to open up. I mean, that's going to take all 50 states to be open. So,
Oh,
we're
goodness.
still in a whole position.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you
and
guys
we're
are
in
going to be
queue.
touring. That's awesome. That's awesome.
We're in the queue right now, because
You're in the queue?
everything that was booked in 2019 for 2020 is collapsing into place right now and falling like dominoes into place. So we're in that queue. After all of those get squared away, then we can get put, at the front of the line.
Everything's just like a year behind, it seems like. So
I mean,
Do you
there's
guys have
talks of us-
any release dates for anything? Thank you, Alien.
we do have, I think we do actually have one headlining show that's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back to July, that's in San Diego, that I think is, as of I know now, is still on the books. And then we just recorded and shot a video with JP Brasco and getting ready to release our next single, which could be anytime. So
Anytime.
We're anytime, and it should be
Out right now.
but I would say within the next week or two, it should be out with our next single.
Okay. You guys have go ahead. No, go ahead. You guys are doing your side talk. I need to hear you.
We're just playing.
That's okay. I like humor. Things are very boring without humor. I love humor. Just know that ahead of time. All right, you guys. You guys do have a couple more songs that you're going to play. This next one is called "Change Your Mind." Is there a story behind that song? Why did we write it?
So I wrote the song about Chester Bennington, actually.
Really?
His death anniversary came up, and I had this song with really mellow music, and it's just about suicide, and what terrible things have to go through your mind and through your emotions for you to actually go through such a thing. So.
Oh, a lot of our viewers are going to be excited about that because we've got a lot of Linkin Park fans in here. So, Yeah. All right, you guys. So you guys get set up and I'll go ahead and switch out and we'll be back with the rest of the band too for more questions after this performance. All right. So chat, how are you guys doing? Yeah, I figure you guys would be happy about that. All right. So let's do this. I got them on. I got them on. Peachy. Okay. Right. So this is Joseph's iPhone, and this is what we're switching things back and forth. I don't see you guys.
What are you doing?
You guys are? Okay. We don't want that. We want this guy. You guys like doing, I can't believe I'm doing this live. This is awesome. This is great.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I'm on there. Isn't that awesome? No, I'm just kidding. There you guys are. I just got to get rid of.
Can you hear my mic?
Yes, I can hear your mic. Can you hear me? You know, I should really get this. There we go.
I can.
Perfect. We're on, guys. Go ahead.
All right.
Unmute me. My tuner.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad. Glad you think I'm doing okay. I don't mind doing this online. It's live. Who cares?
Find the silver lining that's meant to inspire. Show 'em how you threw your chances into the fire. Did anybody caution you? Give a different point and now you come back to change your mind. Pushing everything to the side. You've been so complacent for a while. Now time's a wasting. Just try to embrace it. Seek inside to find some trait you admire. In your mind you see yourself as being much kinder. Hating what has come to light. Are you feeling just now you've come back to change your mind? Pushing everything to the side. You've been so complacent for a while. Now time's a wasting. Just try to embrace it. So much time waiting, you knew it would cave in. The toll that it's taken, stronger ones have given up. So much time waiting, you knew it would cave in. The toll that it's taken, stronger ones have given up. So much time waiting, you knew it would cave in. The toll that it's taken, stronger ones have given up. Never escaping and sorely mistaken. Growing impatient that your efforts weren't enough. No one understands That's how it feels. No one understands how it feels. Now you've come back to change your mind, pushing everything to the side. You've been so complacent for a while. Now time's a wasting. Just try to embrace it. Come back to change. You've come back to change.
Wow, that was really good, you guys. And then of course you gave us a heads up on the meaning of it too, so that's really cool. Okay, all right guys. Switching out screens here. That was really good. Really good.
Thank you.
Nice to
There we go. All right, I'm getting the hang of this. This is awesome. All right, you guys. That was really good. Definitely moving. And then, of course, you guys letting us know what the inspiration for that song was. Really cool. Really good. Okay.
I don't think anyone's ever asked me what that song's about before.
Really? I
Good
love to
question.
ask what
You're the
songs
first.
are about. I just love to ask what songs are about. I like to know what the emotion, what was the drive, what was the motivation to write the lyrics. So that was special. That was really great, guys. I really appreciate that. So
we haven't done raw stuff like this since we were on tour and doing radio. So this is the first, like, we're just
oh,
doing
really?
it with you. So.
You guys are
Yeah.
doing great. I think it's great. You guys just chilling. Boys just watching you on the couch. You're like, all right, let's go. Let's go.
Like, we're gonna take a nap while you guys.
No naps. No naps. All right. So we're going to go ahead and change tides a little bit as far as a little bit of humor. I always ask bands, what are some crazy stories or memorable band stories? Now, the first one you guys had mentioned was a debut show at Sketcher Guitars NAMM after party. What was that all about?
Sure.
Oh man, so like it was our debut show, like our first show as a band, right? And you know, nerves were high. We were supposed to sound good and everything like that. And for some reason, I decided to come down here for practice the night before, and we practiced our ass off, and I blew my voice out that night before. Right, like completely gone. Like my voice was gone. The next day, I was like, "Hey guys," right? And I had to sing the show with a voice, with no voice. So like I literally limped through the whole show, that very
Wow.
first show, and it was so terrible.
Yeah. The NAMM after party.
Yeah,
I think
that
it
was
was
the damn after party.
with Schecter.
Yeah.
NAMM
January.
after parties. You don't hear about anything after party anymore now.
I
Jeez.
stepped on Joe's mic cord and unplugged it.
And you said this was the first time people were going to hear you guys?
It was fun.
This was the first time people were going to hear you guys?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been nervous
We hadn't released
too.
anything yet. We haven't done anything yet. It was our first official.
yep. And I blew my voice out. It was awesome. They're
Gosh.
like, "Oh yeah, we
On
found
your-
this great singer." I'm
oh,
like,
like,
"Hey,
yeah.
guys."
That sucks. You're like, I can't sing, but I'm going to sing anyway. Cool. That's when like shots of whiskey might help. Hopefully that doesn't offend anybody.
I tried everything.
Did
I was
you?
getting drunk. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was getting drunk. I was like, you know, I'm gonna smoke a bunch of cigarettes and get my voice all raspy.
Another memory that you guys had mentioned was before you got your management showcase, you had you were trying to secure management for a while. And tell me about that. Andy called David. Go on, tell me the rest of the story. That's another memory you guys have.
I called Andy actually and sent him the music, and he was supposed to come out to our last whiskey show in a couple hours. Him and other people were coming to our show to watch us. So a few hours before the show, Andy called me and said he was hearing all this news and he was totally freaked out and didn't want to leave his house. So he ended up actually not coming to the show. And what is it, a couple months later? A few months later.
It was more than a few months.
It was like 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so months later, him and I were talking. He said he wanted, or I asked if he would come down to our rehearsal studio and watch us rehearse. And he said he would. And then the day we were supposed to rehearse, like 2.5 hours before we were supposed to be here, he called me and said he's too freaked out to be in a small room with anybody. So, but before he even did that, I suggested that we go up to Los Angeles at this rehearsal studio called SIR, which has some small rooms to huge rooms for people to come in and set up and rehearse for full-on tours. So at first I said, let's go do a show at SIR. He said, no, I want to see you guys in your environment. So he wanted to come here. Then he canceled on me. And then I think we had potentially 2 other dates at SIR, and he canceled those 2, right?
Okay.
And then finally, a third one, he called me and he goes, I'm going to book the room and pay for it, and we're all going to come down there. So he booked a room that probably held, 200 people?
Yeah.
It was like a 200 people room. And it was the 5 of us band. I think we had 2 or 3 crew guys with us. And Andy and Paul, our managers, sitting in 2 chairs right in the middle of the room by themselves with nobody even around them.
Oh, you're kidding.
And, that's how we ended up playing for them. And it was really weird. And we didn't know when we were done with the set. We looked at each other. We're like, I have no idea if that was even good or not. And apparently they thought it was really good because right then there they said, yeah, we want to manage you. We're in.
Oh, so that you guys probably had an amazing performance.
Well, the real screwed up part about this whole story is that after COVID hit and everything, and we were on lockdown, we weren't in here playing and we weren't doing anything for a while. We already recorded our album. And him and Rich got together and pulled the wool over our eyes, is what you're not mentioning, is because we sat in here, we were finally going to do rehearsal, and Rich was finally coming down here, and we came into this room, and David said right before we're all plugging in and getting ready to go, and he's like, hey, I just want to tell you guys, I really enjoy playing with you, and I've really liked everything that we've been doing thus far, but we've explored all of our options. I've sent it out to everybody that we can do. And I just, I just don't think I can do this anymore.
Oh boy.
And
he's
like, and then he's like, I'm just fucking with you. And he wants us to go down to SIR studio.
Wow. Oh my
I was
gosh.
so pissed. I was starting to freak out.
Yeah, I can't do this anymore, but Andy wants to manage us.
Yeah. But he said it
Not
in a
so
really
hot.
somber tone, right? It was really somber, like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And by the way, Andy wants to
Wow.
choke us.
I think we all
Everyone was
have a
just
friend
quiet for a
that does
minute.
that. We all have a friend that does that just want to mess with you.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few in my chat that like to mess with me all the time. It's awesome. It's great. Freaking Rich, don't do that to people.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
It
just
was
kidding.
David.
I'm just kidding. Oh, that's right. It was David.
It was weird.
My bad.
David.
Sorry. Don't do that to people. It's not nice. I'm just kidding. I do have a
No,
question.
they were in on it together.
They
We
were.
were in
Oh,
cahoots,
for sure.
Okay.
He called me and he's like, he's like, hey, here's the news. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. He's like, when should I tell the guys? Like right now? I'm like, no, let's wait till practice and let's do this.
So is it? So are you two the clowns of the group? Or are you guys always playing pranks on people, or what?
Everyone kind of takes their time and does shit to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We all clown on each
I think
other
it
a
makes
lot.
it makes
We
it
have-
fun. It makes it fun though. It makes it lots of fun. A question I like to ask
That's
on
what makes the brotherhood.
yeah, it does make the brotherhood, just like, playing like siblings and playing jokes on each other. That's awesome. One of the questions I like to ask on the Sound Phoenix, because, you guys are rock stars and you guys are in a band, cool. But what I'd like to know, and if everybody could answer this question, because I love this question so much, what's on your playlist that none of us would expect, like your guilty pleasure song on your playlist? Joe, you can go first. Don't try to be cool. It's, if it's a lame song, it's a lame song.
I got a bunch of 90s hip hop on my stuff. So
Okay.
I got Belle Biv DeVoe.
Belle Biv DeVoe. I
got
love
all
it.
kinds of
I love it. Oh my God, that's so cool.
TikTok,
All right.
you don't stop.
TikTok,
You know
you
what I
don't
mean?
stop.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You guys are getting applause in the chat right now. Okay. All right. Next, who's answering it? You all got to answer it.
You
Nobody's
heard
too
me at
cool.
sound check. I was check baby. Check,
That
baby,
is
1,
true.
2, 3,
You
4,
did.
Check, baby, check.
That's why I was laughing.
Um, my whole playlist would probably laugh at because I listen to a lot of pop music.
Me too.
Pop.
Like seriously, I listen to a lot of pop music.
You guys are this hardcore
Like-
band, and
like-
you've got
like
pop, huh?
Halsey. Yeah, like Halsey's like one of my favorite singers. She's amazing. And then like one of the songs on my playlist right now that I'm really enjoying is Maren Morris, "The Bones." That's a really good song.
I can see you having that soft side, though. I can see it.
Yeah, and then Miley Cyrus is even on my playlist.
Oh, Miley
She has
Cyrus, I think she's come up. She has really come up vocally.
Well, yeah, I mean she has, but there's this song that came out, I want to say a couple years ago that I just heard last year.
The
I think
climb.
it's called "Sail Away" or something.
Oh,
like that. It's amazing.
I'm
It's
gonna have
amazing.
to
Like, it's-
hear that. Now I got to hear that. See, that's why I asked people this question.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Hardcore Drummer
So
Boy.
yeah, that's
Come on now. You've got to have a soft song on there on that list.
I've got a huge pop playlist, but I mean, I have an entire playlist that's all Adele and Alanis Morissette.
OMG. He has Adele. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I love seeing that. I love hearing that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
All right. Everyone's got
that
to
Miley
answer it.
Cyrus song is called "Slide Away."
Slide
Check it out.
away. I'm so writing that down now.
For me, someone might not expect to be like Tech Nine. Yeah, Bullet for My Valentine.
Bullet for My Valentine. They're pretty hardcore sometimes. Right?
Yeah, I listen to mostly metal and hard rock. A little bit of
Really?
rap, but
Not one
me.
song? Not one guilty pleasure song? None? Nothing?
This guy listens to so much EDM. Don't let
a lot of dubstep.
I've really gotten into Billie Eilish. I have a 13-year-old daughter, so she turned me on to her. And
Oh, that's
really
kind of
good.
sweet. That's kind of sweet. Yeah, she's different. She's talented, right? She's cool. She's cool. All right, you guys, thank you so much for answering that question. Sometimes it makes people uncomfortable. I don't know why. I mean, it's just music. Who cares?
when we're hiding in our rooms, we're listening.
So, you guys haven't gotten to play much. I know that we had mentioned that in the pre-interview. But two shows that you guys find really memorable is a show that was called Count Vamped in Vegas and the Royal in Salt Lake City. Why are those two shows memorable?
Well, that was from our first tour, and Count Vamp was the first stop. So we had a lot of energy because we had no idea what we were jumping into for that first show. And then the Royale, I mean, Utah really turned it up and they welcomed us like crazy at the Royale.
Yeah.
So
it was a cool venue too, a little nice little club with good system.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys got a good vibe from the audience and stuff because that usually makes a performance too.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people that came out for us, and the support bands there. Every single one of them were like off the hook and talented, and it was our first real like headlining tour, so we didn't know what we were going to be expecting when we were going into places. But it was, we had great draw, and everybody was just very cool, down to earth, and wanted signatures and wanted stuff and enjoyed the music and hung out, and it was a really cool experience.
I think we sold the most merch at that show too.
Yeah, we did.
Did you really?
The world, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I know you guys haven't been together
I
a long
actually had
time.
a buddy of mine came out and he actually had a doctor's note. Oh, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. He had a doctor's note and
He had a doctor's note because he got whiplash from rocking out too hard.
that's a good
And
story.
Utah really turned it up, and they had a lot of people came out. It's pretty packed, and yeah, Utah knows how to get down.
That's definitely a good time. Shoot, I might use that excuse myself. I was gonna say, it's what I noticed about you guys and getting to know you in these last few days. you guys have not been together very long, but it seems like you guys have been together for like 10 years. The camaraderie and everything is really good. I mean, you guys are just having a good time with you guys doing sound check. For those of you who don't know, we tend to do sound checks, have a meeting a week before the show, and then we'll have a sound check the day of the show. And it's just, you guys were just working together. And I don't really see that with bands that are new. So, I mean, is it just a personality thing, or maybe because you guys have been in so many other bands? I know I've been in like 5 bands. It's just, I mean, maybe it's just experience, but it's just really cool. I mean, it's just really neat. You guys do not seem like you've only been together 2.5 years, not counting 2020.
No, I can't. Well, yeah, we've all been in other bands, and I mean, we've all been friends much longer than that. Chris and I have been, this is probably our 7th band that Chris and I have been in together. But we, it's a team effort. And then in this day and age where everybody's sitting in their room and recording all the instruments and, and sending it out and doing stuff like we had to do on COVID, it's, to me, when you create the music together, if you don't have that camaraderie, if you're not bringing each other's, personality and into it together to make what we make together, I mean, that's, what makes a band. That's what makes that music. That's what makes the angst that's behind it, or whatever kind of feelings that you're trying to portray. It's just like, if we're not working together, then why are we doing it?
Yeah,
But
I
you could have
agree.
the-
I
you could have
totally
some of
agree.
the best players in the world, but if they're not vibing together, then it's pointless.
Well, I think that we're lucky. I just think that we're lucky that we actually all came together, in the fashion that we did, and we actually have chemistry with each other. And I
Yeah,
think
and
that's what we did.
you guys are oozing chemistry. I mean, you guys, I could tell. And I was just baffled at when you told me how long you guys were together. I was really surprised. Really surprised.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, right?
No,
So
you
that's
can't
good.
fake chemistry. Heck no. You could tell that everyone's really chill and there's not like a bunch of egos, which is really cool. Because Lord knows I've left a band for that shit. Anyways, you guys have another song. I'm curious. I like this song title. It's called Hesitation. What is it about?
Hesitation is about anxiety and just pushing through your anxiety, your fears of whatever you're going to do. Let's say you're embarking on a new life path or something like that, and you're holding yourself back in your mind because you're afraid of something. It's basically about that. And funny thing is, Hesitation is the very first song that I auditioned with these guys. So
Really?
it's the very first song we all wrote together, and I guess maybe in my head I was foreshadowing, like joining this band and overcoming what my fears and everything would become.
That's really cool though. Anxiety is I think that's kind of a hot subject. A lot of people are dealing with anxiety these days. I am going to ask you guys another question because I missed this before asking that question. If you guys don't mind, Tragic Basis asks, what would be your ideal tour lineup?
If we were headlining, or
Of course, if you were headlining, of course.
I mean, I want to go out with bigger bands that I've always wanted to be with, but
Yeah, I'd rather go out with bigger bands. I'd love to tour with Deftones.
oh,
I'd love to tour with Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
I'd love to tour with yeah.
Yeah, why
I'd love
not?
to tour with Filter, Bad Wolves, Papa Roach,
Those are all pretty good bands.
Faith No More, System of a Down.
Faith No More.
Slipknot.
Are they still
Korn.
together? Just
Yeah.
kidding. Just
They are.
wondering.
Coming to LA.
All right, you guys, go ahead and get ready for your next song. The song's
There's that-
called. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, you guys are killing me. I know the delay sometimes is a little tricky. So go ahead and get ready for your next song, Hesitation. That's about anxiety. I think people can relate. Chad, thank you so much for being a part of today's show. We're so excited that you guys are here. And what we're going to do is remove this You guys get to see me working, and we're gonna do this. All right. All right, I'm getting the hang of this, you guys. So nice of you guys to be here today. I hope you guys have been enjoying Break in a Sequence because they're absolutely amazing and totally just a group of really cool guys. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to a song that they've also written together. One of the first songs they've written together. It's about anxiety, and it's called Hesitation. While they're getting set, I'm gonna go ahead and say hi to some people. Hi, Sapphire. I always want to say Sapphire Sexy, but it's Sapphire Sky. Hi, Vera V. Hi, Tragic Basis. Thank you for being a part of the chat and asking a question. Nova LaFleur, how are you doing? Sister Wife, I don't know who you are, but thank you so much for being here. It's awesome. Let's see, Jason James Music. Thank you for the biddies. I really appreciate it. Aylin, how you doing, fool? Let's see. I think I saw Big Worm in here too. I'll say hi to you too. And I don't know how to say the Sky Beach 76. Woot woot. Back to you. Thank you for being here and part of the show. If I missed anybody, I will go back and I apologize. But thank you so much. And I know we had a couple follows. I'm not going to remember the names, but thank you for following. I really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get this show started with Breaking in Sequence. And this song they're going to be performing is Hesitation.
When you turn it down.
Yeah, I can kind of hear myself.
Chris, can somebody turn it down a little bit?
I love live shows. They're like the best.
Hold on one
No
second.
lip syncing here, folks.
Turn that away.
Oh, Sapphire, thank you. I will call you Sapphire Sexy. You are.
Nope.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Uh,
Are we good? I think we're good.
I can lip sync in my forgotten vocals. Line. All right, let's go.
We on?
You're on.
Leaving all the prior lives behind, undoing the design, buried in the sand as a sacrifice, kept away from tempted eyes. Done with procrastination, done trying to fit the demand, finding that just creating sets it back where it began. Hold your ground, it's about to get rough. Don't let the sight of the ashes break you. Carry out like it's already won. Your hesitation will betray you. Pouring out the time to set things right, full of peace of mind, focused on the wrongs and override the remnants left behind. Done with procrastination, done trying to fit the demand, finding that just creating sets it back where it began. Hold your ground, it's about to get rough. Don't let the sight of the ashes break you. Carry out like it's already won. Your hesitation will betray you. Fears play out, the tension building, need to force it down. Frantic now, no longer breathing, need to ease it out. it out. Finding center and aligning after this round. There's no reason not to get back up. Finding center and aligning after this round. There's no reason not to get back up. Finding center and aligning after this round. There's no reason not to get back up. Finding center and aligning after this round. There's no reason not to get back up. Hold your ground, it's about to get rough. Don't let the sight of the ashes break you. Carry out like it's already won. Your hesitation will betray you. Hold your ground. Carry out. Hold your ground. Carry out.
All right. Thank you guys so much. That was really good. That was actually really good. I like the lyrics too. You guys go ahead and do your switcheroo. Thank you guys so much for that performance. That was awesome. All right. I probably should be doing that off screen, but who cares? It's live. Why not? Thank you guys so much. Oh, we have an eye clap. Thank you, Virvi. I didn't see that. That's really pretty. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. I'd like to thank Rich, David, Chris, and Joe, and Mike. I don't think I missed anybody. Did I miss anybody?
Martine.
Martin. Isn't he Mike? Oh, so I'm supposed to just call him Martin. I can do Martin. I like it. It's good. It's very nice. I like it.
I was called Martin all through high school. I had a couple friends named Mike, so it's Martin all the time.
Yeah. I have no problem. Thank you guys so much for being on my show. I feel so special that you guys came on, and the Sound Phoenix so appreciates you. And I know the viewers, if you guys will probably get to look at the chat afterward, they had such a good time. And I hope that I can get you guys back full band. That would be great.
Yeah, let's figure out the sound.
Oh, absolutely. Let's take some more time than an hour on that, Rich. Let's do that. Because we're going to need to,
But thank you for having us also.
Oh, absolutely. I really appreciate it. Nathan Young from Youngblood Productions is the one who kept pushing. I guess, Joe, you're really good friends with him. So me and Nathan have a long relationship with putting bands out there and getting them, their music out there and stuff like that. So it was really nice that he had referred you guys. I was all nervous. I was like, oh, but like they're like a band. They're not. I was all scared. So I do appreciate you guys being on here. It's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. This is the end of our interview and performance. And hope to see you guys soon and full band. That would be great. I will talk to you guys later. Everybody wave bye. Say bye, breaking into sequence. Everybody's waving bye. Bye, you guys. I'll go ahead and message you guys later. Thank you so much. We have your socials up there. Yeah. We have them up there. Okay. We'll go ahead and put them up again. Do you guys have any particular one that you want them to go to, or is everything just fine?
Website will direct you to everything. You can purchase merch there.
Yeah.
Say again?
BiasBandOfficial.com, and it'll take you to our Insta, our Twitter, our
BiasOfficial.com.
BiasOfficial.com. Everybody get that? BiasOfficial.com.
Yeah.
BiasOfficial.com.
And we got stickers.
Perfect.
Lots of stickers.
Lots of stickers. Is that a hint that we need to sell stickers or buy stickers?
No,
No, these are for free. Come say hi.
I'm just saying. We got to stick all the way up stickers.
You guys must have some fans in here because we've got people saying bye, you sexy bitches, hugs and kisses. You guys must have had some people on there. That's awesome. I hope to see you guys again. Thank you so much again.
I'm offended.
You're not. Don't be offended. Don't be sensitive. No sensitivity on this show.
Thank
Are
you.
you kidding me? All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. That was so much fun. Talk about, I was really happy with sound. That's kind of like how I feel like things should sound most of the time. Sorry about that, Vera V. I think that change wasn't made, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and smart girl. You're just on top of it. I just love it. You're just great. You're so great. So you guys, thank you for being here today. We have another show coming up. We have Chris Webb. He was actually our very first Phoenix show, and we only had an interview and we played his music for you guys. But what we're gonna do is he's gonna actually play live. So I'm really excited about that. And he's going to be on next week, I believe on the 7th, or check the Discord. If you guys haven't joined our Discord, please do, because we do a lot of communication on there. We have lots of fun, and it's like such a positive vibe, which I absolutely love. And there's some really good, honest, funny people on my Discord. It's so much fun. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. I will see you next week. Thank you so much to everyone that was here. Thank you, Alien V, Sean. You guys couldn't do this without you. I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. I like Short Stack. I actually like it when people give me a nickname. I think it's like cool. You know, I do. Let's, squirrel. Okay. I already went. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of today's show. And we will see you next time. And if I'm not mistaken, Jason James Music is also going to be a guest on this show sometime this month, because we are in the first. Yeah, I just don't know if he's performing or interviewing yet. We'll talk about that later, JJ. All right. Thank you guys so much. You have a great day too, Tragic Basis. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Do.